Hello everybody! Welcome to another ASMR stream. I hope the microphone, I hope I'm good and audible. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the positioning of my microphone today. Should really figure out a better way to do that. Because, you know, during ASMR streams like these, I change the position of my microphone to be a bit closer to my mouth. You know, so that even though I'm talking softer, it still gets picked up pretty well. As a matter of fact, let me just try changing it a little bit right now.
Egg.
There we go. Should be just a little bit closer still. Hi everybody, good evening, or whatever time it is for you. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to do some more ASMR photography today. It's 2 times in 1 month. Wow, wow, wow. A Christmas miracle. Last time, which was 2 weeks ago, I do believe. No, actually, it was only 1 week ago. 1 week ago, we encountered a scary wormhole that was relatively loud and really disturbed the peace of the ASMR stream, so let's hope we don't run into that again this time, but, you know, who's to say? Yay, yahoo, yippee, etc. Let's do some eggs and then we can get to it. Let's see. We have Esteemed Jester, Kira Cat, Keiku Ray, Deltasaurus,
Egg.
Ghosty Gummy, hello darling, love you. Lucky MX13, and Space Junk 0. Thank you all so much for the starting eggs. Speaking of my girlfriend, she has started showing me Chainsaw Man today, which is not really the sort of thing to be talking about on an ASMR stream, I imagine, as it's very, very violent and very, very silly. I think it's really funny. Every character in this show is an asshole and or a dipshit. It's very funny. No, we've already been to France. We are going... Oh, that's interesting. First of all, look below the collectibles. The wormhole's actually listed on it. So then, is it also listed here? Yes, it is. That makes sense. So the wormhole actually led us to the alternate version of this location, which is strange. I will become the... Or, well, not strange, it's interesting. My girlfriend says, oh, I will become the shrunkly schnoozer during this. I should hope so. That's what the stream is for, after all. Well, I suppose it's a secondary purpose. The main purpose is that I get to really focus on my voice for 3 hours. Or thereabouts. But if other people watch it and find it to be effective ASMR, then that is perfect. Also, Muzzleflesh, thank you for your egg. So we haven't actually been to the regular version of this Nepal location yet, but I kinda wanna visit the East Madden Park in northern England, so let's go there. If you haven't seen this game before, it is a photography simulator. As the name would imply. And every location has a series of collectibles and specific photos to take, and doing so will unlock more locations. We've unlocked almost every location, but we haven't been to every location yet. Oh, it's raining at night? This is perfect. This is my favorite type of soundscape. When I go to bed, I use my noise, not sponsored, and I have a series of specific soundscapes on it that I really like to use. And my favorite is rainfall at night. It's so good. Any snow levels? Yes. There have been, I want to say, 2. Nepal has a snow level at night, a snowstorm at night, and the first level, which is Italy, has snow as its alternative. So once you find enough stuff in the Italy level, you get to go to a snow version. East Mountain Park is a large area with a smaller number of objectives than usual. If you're looking to make progress, you have better luck in another location. Interesting. Well, I'm okay with not making progress. I'm mostly just here to vibe. And what's that? An umbrella. I love the sound of rain on an umbrella. It's my favorite part of rain. When it's raining, well, depending on the time of year, I suppose. More so during spring and summer. When it's raining, I always get the urge to go outside with my big umbrella that I got and just enjoy the weather. Unless it's very, very windy, of course. What's this? Water fountains. Do let me know if the game is audible enough. I can turn it up a bit if need be. So far, audio seems good. I'm glad. Thank you. I can understand why this map wouldn't have as many objectives as another one, considering how hard it is to even see anything here. It'll be very hard to find our way and take good photos. But I'm okay with that. Again, this is just a really nice place to just walk through. I see a little house here. Is that a work shed or something else? This is so nice. Oh, it's a little brick building. There's a little bulletin board, but I can't read any of it. But I would like to make a photo of it. I can't read. Well, no worry, Deltasaurus, because there's actually no need for that here. When there's nothing for you to read, then it doesn't matter whether you can or not. Let's go down this path. Now usually there is a board of photographs to find, and if you replicate all those photographs, you get something. But I feel like that's going to be very hard to find in this one. Okay, can't walk into the river. Oh my god, does the world just stop there? How frightening. It sure is nice to be out in a park at night, knowing I don't have to worry about anyone else being here. Aside from the potential vortex, of course. But I feel like maybe that one only shows up in the alternate location? Or no, because in the shrine one, when I saw it one time, it was in the regular version, so never mind. Also, Polar Stars, thank you very much for subscribing. 45 months is a lot, I agree. Do you notice the kind of streaking? What's going on?
Egg.
The falling raindrops leave like a trail behind. Why can't I not crouch there? What's going on? Is it because... I think it's because my hitbox lowers through the ground and touches the water. And you're not allowed to do that. Yeah, the rain particles stick to the ground like spears. Also, Kiki Gray, thank you for subscribing as well. 3 years worth of months, that's so many. Thank you. And Polar Stars, thank you for your egg. I wonder if it's a graphical thing. Let me just, let's see.
Egg.
Probably nothing here. Oh well. Sequoia. Thank you as well for your egg. Quite an odd visual effect for the rain to do that. Wonder if there'd be a way to turn that off. Oh, look at that! Only 2? There's only 2 photos for us to take. Oh, wow. And one of them is in a very well lit location. How curious. But at least it should be easy to find. And then this one's on a boardwalk or a big bridge or something. We did pass a bridge at some point, but I don't know if it's that one. I guess I'll try backtracking to it. Also, I made a nice piece of art today. Well, and yesterday. I was working on it. It's a Central Park. It's Madison Park, I believe it's called. East Madden Park in northern England. But look at this nice piece of art I made. I modeled a character, I rigged her, I posed her, and I made a cool environment around her. She is from Burden Street Station, which is a cool abstract game. If you like Dream Barbecue, you'll enjoy it. I certainly did. I enjoyed the demo. The full game isn't out yet. But it's very nice. I recommend everybody go play it. Not now, of course. Now's the time for getting so sleepy together. But later. Anyway, I made that. It was fun because when I was little, my sister had a 3D modeling program. I believe it was Maya, like early Maya. And she put it on our computer. Maybe it was actually Blender, like early Blender. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But she had that, and that's how I like first started doing 3D modeling way back when. And that's just the sort of things I would make. I would make that kind of classic, strange, surreal 3D scenes of floating objects around temples and water and stuff. I don't even think I was like replicating anything. I think trying to do 3D modeling back in those days simply facilitated that type of environmental design, whether you wanted to or not. And then I stopped doing 3D for a really long time. And then it was college, and then actually just before college I went back to it with voxel stuff. I haven't done any voxel things in a long time either. Would be fun to go back to as well. Oh, look at that building. That's nice. Making a voxel gauntlet queen could be cute. I started 3D modeling when I started my Twitch adventure. That's fun. Fun coincidence. Although I assume it was on purpose and not a coincidence. Voxel Queen is a valid alt name, that's true. Also, I failed to backtrack. I'm somewhere else now, but that's okay. Poster or something? Oh no, this is what is known as a chair. You can sit upon it and rest, but perhaps not this one because it's very wet. Maybe these ones underneath the parasol will still be dry. Or, well, not this one. But this one should be reasonably dry. Keeping splashes or something near the water. I wonder if there's fish. Do you hear that, chat? I hear it, but I don't see anything. Oh well. There should be a Christmas world, Christmas location. Like, of course, there's snowy locations, but wouldn't it be nice if there was a specific Christmas one with Christmas lighting and everything? A Christmas pine forest, or an abandoned mall with Christmas decorations and a Santa skeleton. That'd be nice, I think. Yes, it would make for such nice photos. And then the game can have a selfie mode, and you can take a nice sepia filter selfie with the Skelly Santa. Oh, a bridge up there. Can we get up there? Oh, wait, I want to get in the tunnel. I need the bridge. Hello, Mardhen, welcome. How strange. Even though we're underneath the tunnel, the umbrella is still acting like it's got rain falling on it. Had a really crappy week. I'm glad I'm watching Twitch fans though. I'm glad we can help. I hope the rest of your week picks up. You have such a soft voice, thank you. I try. It's the reason why I do ASMR in the first place, to work on my voice. There we go. I'll take that sippy and posture check and stretchy. Thank you, Mardhen. Cheers, everybody. There we go. So I wonder where that one brightly lit place is. It's gotta be somewhere. And you would think it'd be really easy to spot because of how bright it is. Oh, a road. Hello. Now I could imagine that this building that we're looking for might be close to the road, since it's so well lit. What's that? Oh, it's a bunch of weeds growing out of the pavement. Hell yeah. I wish you could crouch even lower and use like the camera's macro function. Does it have a macro function actually? Probably not, if I had to guess. Oh, it does. Kinda. Oh, that's a nice photo actually. That's very nice. Wait, I actually think that's where we just came from. Just before the tunnel. Wait, is this that same house actually from... No, that was definitely somewhere else. Yeah, must have been. We would have seen the road. Not to mention that weed coming in through the pavement. No way I would have missed that. Well, look at the detailing on this fence. This is amazing. Incredible that the English were able to make something so nice. Oh. Oh. I have to assume that the alternate version of this location will do away with the rain, so we can properly appreciate all of this nice architecture and stuff. Looks like there's a fountain here. Oh, I can't see shit. Oh, a wide open space. I imagine during the day there would be street performers and such here. some living statues and a juggler. Oh, look down here. Ah, we found one of our photo spots. Very nice. Center it. Come on. That's so hard. Here, I'll use my mouse instead. There we go. Wait, did I count? I didn't. Huh. Do I have to be further forward? There we go. What an interesting place. So now we just have to find that big bridge. And again, I kind of feel like we've already been there. We just didn't know we had to take a photo there at a time. Maybe I should have just taken a photo there in the first place because it was an interesting landmark, and then we would have, maybe it would have already counted. I think so, because I believe in one of the previous places we've been, we had taken one of the photos before needing to take it, and when we got to the board of photographs, one of them was already gone. But maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, there's a bridge there. But surely the two locations wouldn't be this close to each other, would they? Oh, well, this sure does look like the place. Yep, that was it. Oh, something's happening. Oh, we just got a drone? But those are noisy. Alright, chat, just bear with me for a moment. I'll turn off the game audio for just a moment so we won't get spooked by the drone. And it's not actually that loud. I think it's mostly being drowned out by the rain, which is good. I like that we're represented by just a floating umbrella. That's quite funny. Exit drone. There we go. Now I'm quite surprised that's all I got, considering usually getting all the photographs unlocks the ultimate version of the location, doesn't it? But then again, this game hasn't really proven itself to be particularly consistent in such things, and not even in tone, as we know from the wormhole from last time. So maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there were other other things which, or other locations where taking all the photographs unlocked something else. I would assume, then, that now there are other photographs to be taken. So we'll have to find them. You know, the board that tells you what photographs to take. Okay, here we are at the bridge again. Probably not supposed to backtrack. I assume that if we simply follow our curiosity, it'll lead us to the next set of photographs to take. I think we came from there, so let's head this way. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so now we're back at the gazebo. Hello, Artfire, welcome. Okay, so from the gazebo, let's head this way instead. This way. Is this the same gazebo? Are we going in circles? Or are there two gazebos? What a good word. I wonder where that word comes from. Is it Italian? My first guess would be that gazebo is Italian, but really I have no idea. Maybe it's named after someone. Whoever came up with the gazebo. And why did they? Why did they look at a house and say, what if no walls? Big umbrella. Maybe they were like, I want to share my umbrella, not just with my honey, but with everyone. I think umbrellas should be for everyone. If only there were bigger umbrellas, but then you couldn't carry them. I suppose they'd have to carry themselves. I'll have to give them some legs. But even if the umbrellas had their own legs, there'd be so much mud under them. I guess they'd need to have a floor too. And they'd need to be sturdy, because you know umbrellas have that problem, where if the wind picks up, they just pick up the umbrellas along with it. So let's build them out of wood. Yes, large wooden umbrellas with legs and floors. Naturally, these will be called gazebos, because my name, Rosalind Gazebo, that's my name, and so it'll be called that. Oh, look, a playground. And there's no children around, so I get to play around on it. Can I? I sort of. Not quite. Oh. Hello, Lemony Lippet. Thank you very much to you and your viewers for the raid. Hello. I'm doing an ASMR stream. We're walking through a park at night and in the rain. And taking some photographs. I got tired? Well, I've got the perfect thing for you. This stream. If I do a good job, you'll get very nice and sleepy from this. Hey look, this is kind of a gazebo too. We were just talking about gazebos, you see. But this one isn't made of wood, so I don't know how Rosalind Gazebo would feel about this one. Yeah, a gazebo for the children, I suppose. Why should adults have all the fun? There's so many things for the kids to do, very fun. I'm gonna lay down and eat sleep. Alright, well, good night then, and thanks again for the raid. Kind of an experimental photo, probably not very good. That's okay though. Oh, another fountain. Now where are we to find those other photographs? This place is so hard to navigate. Let's go over this bridge. It did warn us at the start of the level after all, so I can't complain. It was very nice to give a warning. It was kind of funny. I thought when that little info box popped up, it was going to just be information about the real world location. And I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to learning. Sadly, I know nothing about any of the locations we've been to, aside from that the Australia one is prone to wildfires. It would be fun if this game was a little more educational like that. Though I suppose they name the locations pretty clearly, so if I wanted to learn more, I could do my own research, which is always important to do, chat. A vital skill. What's that? What's all of that? Do you see that? Whoa. These are like buildings of some sort. This is amazing. I'm not allowed to go this way though. Oh no. Apologies. My downstairs neighbor doesn't take good care of her dog, and so it barks a lot. It tends not to do so in the evening, but it decided to do so now anyway. Funny thing, after my last ASMR stream, you know, the one where I sat still and talked quietly for several hours, she came to my apartment very angrily, saying that I should need to stop jumping around, which apparently I had been doing. And she didn't really appreciate when I told her that no, I'd been sitting quietly for the last 3 hours. I don't know. Something not right with that woman. Unfortunately. Mm. Oh, I can't believe they're putting in those nice buildings with their beautiful orange light. I'm not even allowed to go there. Oh, but look at this. Ah, the Abraham Lincoln statue, I know this. This dude's sitting so fun and casually. I don't know who this is, I hope it's not like a shithead. It's England, so the odds are pretty bad. Yes, I thought the same thing, unfortunately. But hey, you never know. Maybe the developer of this game removed whoever is supposed to sit on that chair with a cooler person, like Weird Al. Is this water? Can I walk here? No, not allowed. I have a really beautiful painting of painted on black canvas of a rainy city street and a woman with an umbrella. I'd really love to hang that up sometime, I really should. But obviously it needs a good frame. I have that with a lot of posters as well, actually. I have a framed Murder Drones poster that I haven't put up because I don't have a good frame for it. I did manage to, for free, get like a really nice, elaborate, golden painted frame like you would see on like a really fancy painting. And I have this David Bowie Let's Dance poster for my mother. It's like vintage, you know? And I'd love to move that poster to that frame. But that takes work, and I'd need to get like... I'd probably need to get, a new pane made. A sheet of, protective glass, but probably not real glass, you know? To go over it, go in front of it, keep it nice and secure. So much work. I don't blame people that just put their posters on the wall like that just with tape. I understand the convenience of it. But I just couldn't, I couldn't risk it. I couldn't bear harming these precious posters of mine. What if I move? I just tear them off the wall? I risk ripping off the corners, and at best, now there's just like a piece of tape on the corners. I can't have that. Absolutely not. I need these to remain in mint condition, so that even after 1,000,000 years, I'll still have those posters. Oh, another children's playground. This one's very elaborate. Or very elaborate, even. Haha. Oh, careful everybody, there's an ad incoming. In 3 minutes. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can do about it. So, please take your own safety measures, precautions to avoid the sudden noise as best as you can. I think I came from this direction. Probably. I think it's over here. And this way. Ah, yes, because here is where I took a nice photo. So I walked in this direction. Still can't read what that bulletin board says. Oh, I'm getting so sleepy myself. And we haven't even been going for an hour. Uh-oh. We can use our GPS. But do you know what that is? Although the strange flickering symbols, I do believe that that is the wormhole. So it is out there. We aren't safe, Chad. Although we're quite a ways away, I believe. So, we should be good. Probably shouldn't be talking about stuff in such a tone during an ASMR stream, should I? So ominous, foreboding. Not really the vibe. Also, stay hydrated, everybody. Cheers. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, all in love of you. Oh no, there's an Adam stream now. I forgot to warn you one more time before it came, and I apologize for that. Singing quietly sure is difficult. Can you believe that? Can you believe that that thing that you're usually supposed to do out loud with your, with your whole chest is difficult if you're trying to do it quietly? That's strange. I've been singing that song so much recently. It's a little, it's an extremely cute song in and of itself, of course, but it's a robot gender song. I also haven't found a single regular collectible in this location. Just like the little things you can pick up. And it says like, ooh, so many out of so many. Can we read this yet? No. Of course not. It's written in like, I don't know, whatever weird language they use in England. I don't know. England's, I guess. Wait, can I get on this big pile of dirt? Oh, we can. How fun. Let's go this way. Anglian. Anglian. I see. Oh. Hello. Oh. The collectibles in this location are big puddings. What a strange choice. Or rather, I imagine it's a very informed choice. I just wasn't informed of What makes it informed? Can they use that? Is that not just like an actual like cornetto? I mean, not that I like care one way or the other, but I'm curious. Soft creamy ice cream. Premium quality product. I don't know what the rules for that would be. I guess it doesn't like say their logo on there or anything. So, can you prove it? I suppose if you could match that picture of a cornetto looking ice cream exactly with an actual cornetto, I guess then you could prove it. If they have like, if they hold the copyright for the actual image, then you would not be able to use it. But, I mean, I don't imagine that nobody else could create ice cream like that, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen, like, store brand versions of cornettos. So, it's probably fine. Hmm. Is this a playground we've already been to? Yes, I do believe it is. This all seems very familiar, and yet different too. How do we leave? If you had a photo of utensil of some kind, presumably a company owns that, but I wouldn't think anything of it in that case. I guess. I mean, I guess it depends on the utensil. Because if I look at a fork, then I don't think anything of that. But I I guess aside from like those fun novelty spoons, I can't really think of any utensils that have like branded variants. But unfortunately, when I think of the type of ice cream that a cornetto is, which you know, that one, I do think of the cornetto, which I don't remember what the company's called, but that's fine. I don't care. Better if I don't know, actually. Now that I think of it. I did know, at least I think it's the same company that had like those little treasure chests. And they would have 2 flavors of ice cream inside, and it really wasn't a lot of ice cream at all. But then they also had a little toy at the bottom. So it'd be like you're eating through all the ice cream, you're digging up the treasure underneath. And that was very awesome. I have no idea what kind of little prizes at the bottom. Probably stickers or like probably temporary tattoos. Now that I think about it. Also, another gazebo. Although I feel like this one wouldn't do a great job of keeping you dry. Could use a shingle or few. Yeah, or like throw a tarp over it, you know? I feel like that would already help. This is so wide and nothingy. It's kind of frightful. But it's all good. We're all safe and stuff. Let's go backwards to this little path here. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but I also thought, like, if this was any other game, then a horrible murderer or something would come running at us. But I saw that the path joined up with a path we took earlier, and knew that it was safe. And now we can shoot some hoops. And know that we are safe. But where are those other photographs? I know they have to be somewhere, because if I go to locations, it says that we're still missing 2 photographs. So, it's gotta be somewhere. Either there's another board of photographs for us to find, or there's a way for us to go to the alternate version of this location. Maybe we're expected to use the drone to find that place, now that I think about it. And maybe me wanting to stop using the drone as fast as possible. Ooh. The globe, the earth upon which we reside. That's fun. Okay, let's try using the drone from here. I went out of range. I have no idea how we're supposed to... like what we're supposed to be looking for, though. Okay. So picky. Ugh, I hate the drone. Don't like using the drone. No, we can find it by ourselves. We don't need that newfangled technology to help us out. I walk backwards. I'll keep walking around until it's time for the e-break. And if we haven't found it by then, we'll go somewhere else after the break. This really is a maze. I feel like we're somewhere completely different than where we started, and I don't know how to get back there. More warm glow of the apartment buildings. Or what I assume to be apartment buildings anyway. What a nice apartment that'd be to live in. So nice and close to such an enormous park. You would have to live in England though, so I think the cons do outweigh the pros in this case. You'd have to learn Inglain or whatever it was called. England's. Yawn, yawn, yawn. I really am gonna fall asleep to this. It's just so nice. Oh, that's Duper. You changed your name. Hi, Duper. Hi. Hope you're doing well. Not so loud, Duper. We're doing an ASMR stream right now. Hope you're doing well. So good to see you, yay! Oh, you don't have to be silent. Although you can lurk if you want. Anyway, that's Duper for one. Duper's so cool. Duper's working on a cool animated pilot. Duper, do you know where I can find the other photographs that I need for this occasion? Oh, we're back at the basketball court. I really am lost like a bitch. Or however that quote went. It's either bitch or cunt, it's one of the two. Sorry, I shouldn't swear, this is an ASMR stream. Everybody knows that swearing keeps you from sleeping. Oh, I think I know where we are. If you go this way... we can go down the stairs and find this nice, well-lit place. An egg. How nice. Handy Hana 137. Thank you for your egg. There you go. And a sippy. Thank you so much. Cheers. No tea today. I gotta finish my fruit juice before it goes bad. Out of water? Keikyo, you better get yourself some more. You don't want to dehydrate. The sound of rain lulling me to sleep. Yeah, me too. But I can't because I have to do the stream. It's too early. Oh, here's that tunnel. Okay, we're starting to make our way back. Looks like the photo board is in a gazebo. What, did you look it up? I didn't ask for that. Your backseat gaming. There are a lot of gazebos around, so it doesn't really narrow it down. I mean, it does, but not a ton. Look, it's a stupid ass parking lot. Gross. Apologies. I had to cough a little bit, so I muted. Oh, I get it. The collectible. We've unlocked China. Whoa. Oh my god. The final location. It requires us to get all the wormholes. Scary. Anyway, we're not going to China yet because we haven't gotten everything here yet. I would like to find all the wormholes, but I think I might do that off stream. Maybe. Considering, again, all that nasty wormhole business isn't really ASMR material. I think this might be the first of these little houses that we stumble upon, which is good. That means we're getting very close to the start, which is probably this way, and then this way, and then maybe this way. I don't know, I'm trying to get to the start really, it feels like something might happen if we do, you know? Oh, a gazebo. Although it doesn't seem to contain anything. No it doesn't. And it's another one that doesn't really look like it would keep you very safe from the rain. Let's head this way. And now this way. I wish there were more games like this, just a relaxing walk in a developed landscape. Unfortunately, it seems game designers love putting creatures TM in places like these. Oh yes. We have made our fair share of jokes and discussions about what if there was a thing in here. And, there shouldn't be, obviously. It's nice that there isn't. But there are wormholes sometimes, so... Look, I have got a little GPS. And do you see those flickering numbers? That's the location of a wormhole. It doesn't chase you, or look or sound particularly scary, but it is still very out of place. There was a big croissant. I forgot to comment on that. That was a very big croissant. Croissant. You could snack upon that for ages. Would be very nice. Ooh. That's a big donut. This is like a Christmas thing. I don't know if that's a thing in other... It's not something that I see in like, movies and stuff. But in the Netherlands, we call it a Christmas staff. I don't know why we call it that, but it's just like this really nice pastry with, what is that called again? Hold on just a moment. Almond, yes. So it is a Dutch almond-filled pastry, and I think it's a unique thing to us. We have it for Christmas. It's really good. Not. I don't think it's a bundt cake. I think it's different. But maybe. It's something that we tend to specifically eat around the holidays. And it's good as fuck. Oh, a tunnel. I love those. Either way, massive donut, absolutely. This we can all agree on. But yes, I agree there should be more simply nice walking games. The first other one to come to... This is nice. Look at that. It's metal? I assume this is metal work? This is nice. Yes, a lovely wrought iron bridge, yeah. But the first other game to come to mind is A Short Hike, which is obviously a very different game than this, but has a similar kind of nothing bad's gonna happen. Everything is totally fine. Just take your time. Kind of vibe to it, you know? Okay, here's that same gazebo from earlier. Still no photo board, of course. Oh, I just realized something. Just a moment, everybody. I had to make sure that the E alarm had the relaxing piano cover of Rebel Rebel rather than the usual song. And Indiana, thank you for the stretchy impulsor check. There we go. Let's head up here. Orb. Have I seen this orb before? I don't think so. But I do like these statues and fountains around the park acting as landmarks in this dark, foggy mess of a maze. Very appreciated. It's a fine orb. It certainly is. I'm so falling asleep. It's just so nice. What's this? Is this another tunnel? Looks like it. Can we get up there? There's lamps here that don't work. I've always liked geometrically perfect shapes. Hand me any kind of cube and I'll be fascinated for a while. Well, you should go look at the art post that I made today. It's got several of such things in there. What? No, it's... The hell? I forgot to click save when I changed it. I'm sorry, everybody. Apologies. Sorry. Sorry, I'll try to do better in the future. Sorry. So sorry, everybody. Maybe I should cut that out of the VOD, huh? It might be good. No, I don't want to go 1 million years ASMR prison for me. No. Well. Okay. We are going to take a 20 or so minute break, during which I will take my ester gel. I'll put on a nice calming soundscape for you all. If you have any medicine that you have to take, please remember to do so. Also remember to stay hydrated. Maybe stretch your leggies, maybe get some snackies. Depends on, what you're up to. Maybe you're far too cozy right now to do stuff like that. That's fine too. Alright. I'll see you all in 20 minutes. Bye bye. Hello everybody. Welcome back from the break. I'll do a little bump on the socials. La la la.
Egg.
And then I will get to your eggs. There we go. Let's see. we have got Mecha Fox Girl and Arterial Red. Thank you
Egg.
both. Oh, and Fake the Funk. There we go. If you're just joining us, we are in a park in London. At least I assume it's London. It's certainly in England. And oh no, there's an
Egg.
ad starting. Oh, because I started the stream later. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. We're gonna get another stupid ad in 2 minutes. Very disappointing. Well, until then, thank you, Zero Elec, for finishing the first X deck. You don't have to be ashamed for missing a stream, it's okay. I always say this when someone says like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late, I'm sorry I haven't been here. It's okay. You have no obligation to be here every stream. Right on time, it's okay. Anyway, we're in England, we're in a park at night in the rain. It's wonderfully peaceful, plus there's no English people around, so that's great too. We are looking, presumably, apparently, for a gazebo, which will have a photo board in it and tell us 2 photos that we have to take. Is that a gazebo? No, it's not. Oh, I've seen those houses again. We've been around those for long enough. But as you can tell, it's wonderfully peaceful. Also 30 seconds until the ad break. So be careful. A wild gazebo? Oh yes, they roam free in this park. There's a lot of them around. Some are better than others. We've seen some that would not protect you from the rain very well at all. Neither did they contain photo boards. Very disappointing gazebos, really. Rosalind Gazebo would be rolling in her grave. But if you don't know this game yet, it is a photography simulator. I can pull out my camera and take a photo. It's very nice. Alright, there's that pesky ad break. I hope you managed to protect yourself against the sudden noise somehow. And I hope you're using Firefox so you can bypass the ad. Firefox or another non-Chromium based browser. And I hope you use a different password for every website you use. Internet safety and bypassing ads are very important things today. Mr. Milton Shake taught me that. Let's see, where are we now? Oh, another globe. Hello. Look at all these nice benches. Hmm. Very nice. They don't even have anti-homeless architecture. Very, very good. Although, I guess you could argue that the gazebos that don't protect you very well from the rain could be anti-homeless. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I did say that if I didn't find the gazebo that we were looking for by the time we had to take our break, that we would go somewhere else after break. So I would guess that's now, but we just found a place we haven't been to yet. So now it kind of feels like we should keep looking. This has got to be the biggest crosswalk I've ever seen. Very cool. So cool, in fact, that I think I'll take a photo. Oh. Ah, the break should be over now. Welcome back, everybody. We've just found ourselves another snack. I guess. I actually can't tell what this is. Is this just like a big bun? What are we looking at here, chat? Let me, Oh, whoops. Well, I picked it up. So I guess I'll never know. We're actually only missing one, collectible now. Which is neat. And it's incredible we're still finding more things. Well, hey look, here's that statue again. But it's definitely a different one, or like a different instance of it. If it's the same statue twice, actually that goes for the globe too. I feel like the real park wouldn't have repeated statues like that, would it? So, I think we might be a little bit safer in assuming that that statue is not of some real-life asshole, and instead just something that the developer made up, which would be good. What have we got here? It's a basketball court, but is it the same one as before? You know, I think it might be. Just we approached it from a different space. I suppose we're done with this location for now. Let's go to Mardi Himal Trail in Nepal, since we haven't been there yet. Well, we have, but only in the rather frightening nightly snowstorm version. Oh. It's snowy during the day, too. Oh. There's text on here. I was gonna ask, I wonder what the significance of this art piece is. Does anybody know? Let's walk off into the woods. Together. Maybe find ourselves a photo board. Color is different when I'm looking through the photo. So much quieter than the last place we went to, huh? I wonder if it's because of the weather. And I don't actually wonder that. Obviously. It's starting to get darker, or is that just me? Can you guys still hear the footsteps in the snow? Is there any better type of footstep sound than snow? I don't think so, personally. Crispy leaves is good. Smooth stone tiles can be good if you have the right like nice shoes. But like, the crunching of snow is just always good, you know? Okay, it's definitely getting darker. I think it's because we're actually, which would make sense also, we're so high now we're inside the cloud layer. Quite funny actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure last stream, when we ended up in this location, but at night during the snowstorm, thanks to that wormhole, I kept climbing higher up the mountain, thinking that would, you know, get us to where we wanted to go. Some point of familiarity or something. Namely, that monument with all the flags. And I guess it turns out actually we should have gone down. I guess now I know for if that ever happens again. Oh. We've made it. Oh. Oh, that is beautiful. We've made it above the clouds. This is very nice. Oh, I recognize this place. I remember coming here during a snowstorm. This is so fun. This is such a fun discovery. Hold on. I'm gonna... If we go a little bit forward. And then... Oh! That was one of the photos we have to take. So now I know for certain you can take them before finding the photo board. What's that? A fox. There are foxes here. Actually, we knew that already because we also saw one during the snowstorm. Oh, this looks so incredible. I would be absolutely dying if I was here for real. My fear of heights would, I think, stop my heart, and I would die if I was here. But it looks phenomenal, and this is a real place in the real world that you can go to, theoretically speaking. And I would die if I did that. Oh, this is that shack. Yeah, here it is. Hello. What a fun experience. And then one of the photos was like this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Not allowed to go that way, but I'm allowed to go that way a little bit. Just to snap a quick pic. The photo board. I'm upping the volume a little bit so that the footsteps and such can be more audible. Alright, let's see. So one of them's obviously back at the start again. Really, I could have known that. Although I guess I do think I took a photo of the monument, but not from across the bridge. Then what the hell is this? How could we possibly know where that is? I guess. This nice little bench. Sure. That signpost should be easy to recognize. And okay, I think that's where we are now. So I have to go back to where we crested over that hill, where we took the photo, and go the other way. So let's do that first. Although I can also go down here, which we haven't yet done. Okay, wait. Let's go up the mountain. Yeah, just go to the mountain top first. And then from there we can probably just go down. Oh, so sleepy. So sleepy tired from playing this wonderful, wonderful game. I should see if I can automatically raise the volume for my microphone and the game when I am doing ASMR, because I have an ASMR toggle, and it'd be nice if I could make the volume consistent with my regular streams so that you guys back home don't have to worry about raising the volume on your end, meaning anything else also gets louder, which obviously would get in the way of the ASMR if other stuff is louder. Okay, I think, oh no, not yet. Or maybe, hold on. Yes, actually, it's probably here. There we go. No, we could go down, but let's keep heading up. While we're here. I don't need a practice session, thank you. I know perfectly well what I'm doing. Well enough, anyway. What's that? A bird. A beautiful bird. Come on. Oh. Goodbye. Let's see. Not bad. Oh. Ah, the little bench.
Egg.
And, oh. I'll bury you. Thank you for your egg. Which starts the second egg stack. And look. It's the padlock. So we can't reach the peak yet. We first have to take all those photos. If you throw a paper airplane from up here, you'll never find it again. Partially because it's white on white, so it just kind of gets lost in the clouds. Anyway, I do believe we need this photo as well. There we go. see. Where do we come from? I assume we came from over there. So let's go this way. Just a moment. There. I was being bothered by my PNG moving when I wasn't actually saying anything. This should help. And I think this is our collectible. It's a beautiful little flower arrangement. And a goblet. Interesting. This game is so pretty. And as I've said before, the best thing about that, kind of, is that the real world is so pretty, because these are real locations. Alright, back in the cloud layer we go. I wonder. No, I don't think the flashlight really helps. Oh. Ah, the drone. No drone, that's okay. But thanks anyway. I suppose I am kind of limiting the types of photos I can take by not utilizing the drone. But it's just not as fun, you know? The satisfaction of walking through this environment myself and seeing the spots to take photos in, much nicer than just essentially god moding, flying around like that. A little creek. Is this a path? No, this doesn't go anywhere. Oh, it's a waterfall. I didn't even register that. Kinda hard to see because of the cloud layer. Hmm. Now this path is taking us up again. I thought we were heading down. Oh wow, that's really good attention to detail. Look, if you're in landscape mode and you put the camera away, you just put it away like normal. But if you're in portrait mode, and then you put the camera away, you actually are holding it sideways when you put it away. That's so cool. Also, here's that signpost that we need to take a photo of. There we go. Let's see, we've got 2 left. One of them at the start and one of them just fucking somewhere. I don't really know. It's snowy and it seems dark, so I guess it would be in the cloud layer. I think it's possible that we've walked past that part on our first way up the mountain. So, I saw a fox. I saw a fox skittering across the path. So nice. Oh, hello frame rate. Oh dear. Oh no. That was scary. Okay, seems like it's good now. Strange. The fox stole my swiper. No swiping. This is a very digitally demanding game, so I'm surprised and glad that we haven't had more issues like that. But as I was saying, I think we should simply make our way down the path, try to find our way back to the start, and then follow the same path that we did the first time, and that'll probably, hopefully, maybe, possibly get us the photo we're looking for. I also feel like maybe we're on the wrong side of the mountain. You know? Because the sun is like setting, so if we're on the other side of the mountain, it'll be dark. Then it seems the path winds around the mountain, so we should get there automatically eventually, I imagine. Oh, this looks familiar. I think this will take us back to the collectible. But I think this path will take us back to the start. I'm gonna fall asleep. This game is so relaxing. Oh, here we go. Back at the start. So, there we go. So now there's just one photo left to get, and I'm not fully certain how to get it yet. Is there anything else we can do out here? No, I don't think so. Maybe there's an alternate route to take right here at the start. Although I'm not really seeing any particularly defined paths. How far can we... Bird. That scared me a little bit. But how far in this direction can we walk? Not much farther than this, it seems. Yes, that's it. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. They made a little mistake here. That's okay though. That just gives it a human touch, you know? The frame rate feels like it's suffering a bit again, which I don't love. Hi Mason. Hello Mason, my dear friend Mason. Hi. And thank you so much for subscribing, Mason. Yay. I'm doing well. I'm having a nice time. I'm in Nepal right now taking photographs. How are you? This is quite gorgeous. It is. It's very pretty. You gotta see this these photos I took earlier. Wow. Isn't that nice? Are you watching Defunctland, the new one? Or old ones? Either way, very good, very fun. As a girl who got a degree in taking lots of photos quite fast, one after another. This is quite nice. Thank you. I made those photos myself. I didn't make the locations, obviously. The real world made those, and then the developer of this game made them again. And it's very impressive. The new one again. Oh, wait, maybe this. We're looking for the location of, I think I took a photo of the photo, yeah. We're looking for this location, but it's hard to find. But maybe it's here. Oh, yes, I think this is it. There we go. We got it. Now we just need to get back to the photo board, which was near the top of the mountain, and grab the key and then go up to the peak. Oh. Oh, I know what this is. Hold on. Excuse me. I had to sneeze, but I did not. Anyway, this is the entrance to the cave, which has the wormhole during our last stream, so I'm going to take a peek inside. But I'll back out again if we see the orb. Oh, okay, it's not here, and instead we have this beautiful scene. And flashlight photography looks so bad. Just always. See, this is great because last time when we came to this cave and the wormhole was here, it was totally distorting our view and we couldn't see that there was this massive statue here. I could see there was something on the ground. I remember it marking that I thought it looked like strange alien architecture at the time. Obviously that's not what it was. Alright. Good. Now let's make our way up to the top. I think we'll do that. Go to the T-peak with the key. And... well... I kind of assume that, up there we'll get brought to the alternate version of this location, which is of course the snowstorm. And we've already seen that, thanks to the wormhole last time. So I suppose we'll probably call it quits at that moment. But we'll find out when we get there.
Egg.
A Kai-Floor, thank you for the egg. There you go. And a sippy and stretchy impulsor check, thank you. Cheers, everyone.
Egg.
There we go. What? No. There's an invisible wall stopping my little paper airplanes. How sad. Oh, and when we get to the top, we simply must throw a couple of paper airplanes around. We're almost there, I think. Over there where the fence is when we're going to take the path to the photo board. Oh. Oh. That one didn't go as far as I'd hoped. Oh, wait. 9s and 910. I missed your egg. Thank you for your egg. I'm going to take a little photo from over here. Let's see, should be right around the corner. There it is. Huh. Quite late today, but I made it and kept my streak. Congratulations. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you. Won't be much longer, I don't think, but we should still have like a couple good photos. Also, awesome snow technology. Snagnology, if you will. Not to be confused with snail technology, which is also snagnology, of course. Or maybe that's texnology. Probably not snacksnology, if I had to guess. If I had to sniz. Once upon a time, I was in a hospital, children's department of the hospital, and there was like a big, hangout room, and they had a Super Nintendo Entertainment System with only one game, which was Goof Troop. It was the first time I'd ever been in the same room as a functional SNES, I think, or at least one that was in operation. I might have been in like a retro game store where they had one at some point. Also, wait, how did I get here? Thank you for your egg. Perhaps you got here through a random wormhole that startled you and didn't really fit the ASMR vibe. Consider it. I was forced to consider it last week, as was everybody else watching back then. And so now you must as well. Unless you were already there last time, in which case, you've already done so that's okay. No need to go through that again. Oh. Well, they already opened it for us. I didn't even get to put the key in. Aww. Oh well. Let's see what's at the top. I wonder. It clearly isn't just as simple as just a transition, to the snowstorm. So I wonder what they'll find up there. Perhaps a new toy to use. I wonder what it would be. This game's so pretty. Wasn't there a panoramic lens? We do a fisheye, which is kind of fun. Yeah. Being able to take panoramic photos is definitely one of my favorite things about my phone camera. You know, the ability to like move your phone from left to right and take a panoramic photo that way. Of course, you gotta be careful with it, lest you make it look bad and stupid. But the option's there, and it's a very fun thing to do. I didn't know how bad I needed ASMR video game live stream until right now watching this. Thank you. You're welcome, Gnome Event. I like doing them very much. I need more games to do them with. I've got this one, I've got Tiny Glade, and that one little interior decorating game. They're all very nice. This is definitely the best one, though. Oh, it's one of those statues. This one's half buried. Interesting. I can't get up here. Okay, let's see. I was hoping to get like a nice wider shot of this whole scene. I think if I go stand right here and then like that. And hello, Bird Scout. Going to lurk because I ruined calm vibes. I appreciate your self-recognition, and I hope you appreciate your lurk. Or enjoy your lurk, whatever, you get it. Oh, no. There's gonna be an ad in 3 minutes. I should snooze that one. There. Since the stream won't be much longer anyway, I don't think. Now let's see. It appears to be a well. I wonder if the one down below is a well. I don't think so. Hello. Just 2 more to go. I really expected something to happen here. Surprising. But that's okay. Because this was very nice all the same. And congrats. Wait, how did I get here on your watch streak? Good job. Well, I suppose that is it then. I have this funny little problem doing ASMR streams where I end up trying so hard to talk softly that sometimes words barely even come out. But hey, that's what the training is for. Let's see. Oh, no, locations. There's still 2 photos, but I think they're in the snowstorm variant, which of course is a bit too rowdy for an ASMR stream. I mean, that's certainly a type of ASMR, but it's not really the type that I'm looking for, you know? So I guess we still have the last location in China to get to, so we can do that next time. For now, let's take a seat on this little bench, which again I would be absolutely terrified to sit on if I was here in real life. Like, are you kidding me? Absolutely not. But I'm okay with it in the video game. Now, this will be the end of the ASMR stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it was nice. Maybe you're asleep right now because of how good it was. That'd be nice. Thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I'll be back in 2 days on Friday, together with Mason, who was in chat earlier, maybe still is, I don't know, as we continue Kingdom Hearts Recoded. I always forget the name of that one for some reason. Excuse me. We won't be raiding anybody, of course. I wouldn't want to disrupt the calm that has fallen over everyone here. So I'll simply say thank you. Hope to see you again, and have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye. Oh, and Gnome Event, thank you very much for following. Alright, bye everyone.